Another great movie already? Chronicle. Chronicle stars a bunch of unknown stars and is directed by a first-time director, and the movie is basically about three teenagers in high school who discover a hole during a party, and they go into the hole and they find this mysterious glowing object, and it does some things to them, and they wake up the next day and it turns out they all have telekinetic powers. From there on out, it's about a journey of discovery and understanding and knowledge, and then some other stuff happens along the way. This movie is a superhero movie in essence, and it's also a found footage movie. Normally, nowadays at least, found footage movies aren't really that good. There was one movie back in '99, Blair Witch Project, and then there was a death, and they came back with Cloverfield, which was a great movie. And from there on out, there's just been either decent movies or terrible ones with the found footage genre, because it has become a genre of its own now. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this movie was also great. I saw this movie a little late today, Saturday, and I've seen all these reviews from all these people and all my friends saying, oh my god, this movie was great. I went in knowing that this movie was supposedly good, and even with all my knowledge, I still walked out of that theater with the smile on my face. It was the greatest thing. So let me just talk about the actors really quick. All three of them, I do not know anything. I've never seen these three people in my life. I'm going to start with the token black guy. Apparently his name is Michael Jordan. Can he be the Michael Jordan of acting? No, I think that goes to Will Smith. He was basically the man who wanted to be successful, and the person who actually cared about his future as he was going for senior president in this film. And he's very charismatic and he's very upgoing. Spoiler alert. I'm going to say something really quick, and I swear to God, mute the video, do something, go eat a snack or a sandwich for the next 5 seconds, because I'm going to say one thing. Why did he have to die? He was with the main character, Andrew. And the next thing you know, the next scene, it cuts to a funeral, and you're like, what? And it was just... I mean, it complemented the story well, and it was very effective, but it's still, why did he have to die? He was so awesome. I mean, I can't really judge I can't put all three of them on a scale or a list, because all three of them are great in their own ways. But their main character, Andrew, the guy who played him, shined. He was absolutely amazing. He basically has a really messed up life. His mother is sick, his father is abusive, and basically stereotypical. He's just an abusive father, and I guess he gets off like that, but everybody has their ways. And the kid decides that he's going to film everything. Most of these movies have no real reason to have a camera. They give this movie a good purpose for having a camera. The great thing about this movie is that it's kind of realistic. And, I mean, if I got superpowers, maybe I wouldn't mess with people. But, yeah, okay, I would mess with people. But that's aside from the point. And with this, they have superpowers, so what they're going to do is mess with people. I'm not going to spoil anything, but plot points start to occur, and things start to fall line, and then things take a very, very dark turn. The climax of this movie is... It's amazing. It's amazing. It's one of the best climaxes I've seen in a long time. This movie is kind of like the origin of a superhero and a supervillain. It's a story of what would you do? Would you come to the Jedi side, or would you join the dark side? Would you go for cookies, or would you go for Oreos? Would you go for good music, or would you go for Justin Bieber? A key theme here is choice. Some choices lead to consequences, and some lead to good things. But in this movie, it's mostly consequence. But it's so fun to watch. Oh, I have to talk about the flying sequence. The first time they fly, oh, that was so refreshing to watch. That was one of the best scenes I've seen in that genre in so long. It was so awesome. Like, you felt like you were flying. It was like being in a theme park ride. It was so great. This movie was basically the complete package. It had a very compelling story. It had characters that you cared for. And it had a climax that was built up so greatly. The found footage genre, because it is basically a genre now, is basically washed up. I mean, Devil Inside was the last one to come out, and that was a piece of shit. There's always a good idea that you can execute, but this movie I could find, it's definitely hard to execute, but the director and the crew and the cast, they found a way to make a really great movie. And this isn't even just a great found footage movie, it's not even just a great superhero movie, it's just a great movie, period. I'm going to give Chronicle a 4 out of 5. My name is MaffmanJones, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Peace out.